Hey YouTube, it's Big Air here coming at you with the install of the 12 o'clock Labs processor into the DRC Edge 2 processor board. Basically going to upgrade this so that you could have the integrated turn signals and the extra brake safety pulse that comes with this board. 12 o'clock Labs provided a detailed instruction book and also with your DRC. It should be fairly straightforward to do. So it comes with, so the DRC package came with their instructions here, some extra hardware there for basically bolting it all up to the bike itself, it looks like, and it's got some extra connectors, which I'm not sure I'm going to use at this point. You've got your license plate holder along with the brackets that you basically would attach these to for your blinkers, and then you've got your light itself. If you want just for the DRC Edge light, you can just buy the light and it would just be a brake light, but then you'd have to make sure that you get your blinkers so that you would be have blinkers on the rear. But I've gone with the 12 o'clock Labs processor board, so I'm not going to go with the blinkers at this point. The 12 o'clock Labs came with this processor board. It came with these spare twist ties, some connectors, and then I also got the OEM connectors for the WR250R. Basically, this is the full rear set with the taillights and turn signals. So basically, I can hook all these wires up and hook it up to the bike. Came with the sticker, and it came with an extra sleeve in regards to the thing. We got some pretty good instructions here that I can see. Basically gives you step by step on how to hook this all up, so it's pretty self-explanatory. I'm going to try to help you out here and show you any tips that I may have in regards to installing this board in the light itself. First step to do is remove these two 8mm bolts right here to separate the light, the plastic part, from the bracket. Second step is going to be to remove these 3 screws from the back of the plastic so you can remove the outer shell. Okay, got it all removed. Just be really careful removing those really small screws. They are easy to strip. I managed to do it without stripping it, but the next step will be to remove the plastic sleeve that's on this so that I can slide the wires out. And then you'll have this screw and this screw here to unhook the motherboard from and you have these 2 other smaller screws as well for the license plate light that you have to remove the hole from the stock edge board so you can put on the new board. Okay, so I got it all the screws removed. Now the next process will be just to pull the wires through the board. Okay, so I've got the old board removed out of the black plastic, and now I have the 12 o'clock Labs light board that's going to go in there. If you look there, it's basically going to go in there like that, but backwards. These are the new license plate lights, which makes you still legal to use. So well, basically they will light up real nice. So next step is to basically push these wires through the hole that it came on, and then you'd have to put the black hose over top of it to protect it again. Okay, she's all installed now. 2 screws. You don't need those other 2 small screws because you can see those 3 LED lights there. I've got I like the new hose that they give you from 12 o'clock Labs. It's a lot easier to slide over top of all those wires. Next step, we'll put the lens back on. So the next step is basically going to connect the light with these connectors. Now, I don't know if you remember on my other video they were taking it apart, but try to remember which is which on these. And so basically on the WR, all you need to do is connect all these wires to the essential colored wires that are provided on these things. But just to break it down, the red wire is actually the blue wire on the WR250R, and the orange wire is the yellow wire for the actual brake light and stuff like. And then the black is the ground. And then your other two wires, or your other two connectors, are for your blinkers. So, but if you hook them up to your corresponding wires, it should all go together. Alright, so I didn't use the connectors. I ended up soldering mine. I'm an okay solderer, so I just decided to shrink tube the connections and also solder them. So now it's time to hook it up to make sure it works okay. Just a tip I wanted to share was make sure you put the bracket on before you put your connectors on, because otherwise you'll have to do what I did and put a hole right here so that I could, or basically had to Dremel this out a bit so I could put the main connector through. Another thing I'm going to do also here, as you can sort of see there, is I put a little bit of silicone right where the connector is there so that I don't get any water inside the light. And it should also help hold that sleeve on. Okay, so here I'm going to hook it up here just to test it to make sure it's working okay. Basically, obviously the white OEM, this is for a WR250R, if I haven't mentioned that already, but I bought the connectors for the WR250R. So the white goes to the white, and your blue wire, according to the instructions, is the right signal. So it's going to hook up to my right signal, and then my left signal is the white wire. So I'm going to go ahead and hook these up, make sure they're working okay before I actually install it into the bike. So we got the blue, or the white connector to the white connector, and then again, if you've marked your original wires in the first place, you would have your right wire, which is the blue. The blue goes in, just plugs right into this like this, and then your white goes into your left blinker. There we go. Okay, so let's just turn it on to make sure it works. You can see that or not in the video. About there. Okay, so it turns on, as you can see. It might blink a little bit on the video, but that's only the camera itself. But yeah, so the lights are working. Let's try the left blinker first. So left blinker is going there. Can't really see it with this camera, but it's there. And then the right blinker, it's working. So you can also see it's got those LEDs that are working as well. So it looks like I've hooked it all up right. So this is Big Air here. For the rest of the install of the fender, please check out my my other video that I've got going. What I'm going to do is basically I'm going to tape this off so there's no moisture that can get to this. We'll put some black tape on it, and yeah. So if you like my video or any of my other videos, please subscribe or make a comment below, and definitely appreciate it. Share it with your friends. If I can help any of you guys out, or any future videos that you want me to do in regards to this motorcycle, please let me know. But for the rest of the install, definitely check out my other video on how to install this fender eliminator kit. So that's how you install the 12 o'clock Labs board into the DRC tail light. Thanks for watching.